Hello friends, happy Sunday, happy first Sunday of the month. I'm here today again just to have a chat, just to have a talk. It's really nothing much. It's just about what goes on day to day. My focus today is on single parents. As a sister, if you are there parenting alone, it can be tough. He who wears the shoes know where it hurts. I mean, the situation, especially when you have more than 2, 3 kids and you are singularly taking care of those kids, especially in Europe, where you don't have network of support, you don't have family support. Unlike in Africa, like you have your family, you have your relations that will be supporting you and things like that. It is really tough if you live abroad. And why is even much more difficult, why is much more tough, is because we Nigerians, we Africans, we kind of don't like each other. We stigmatize, we label people who are single parents. You don't have to label anybody. You need to find out why that person is a single parent before you jump to conclusion and say, oh, she's a single parent, I don't want to have anything to do with her. Or you just start talking bad about that person, rather than for you to be a kind of network of support, rather than for you to encourage each other. I remember when I just became a single parent, I had a support network, which is the social welfare. I mean, like the social services. They referred me to a psychologist, like to have a chat. And when I got there, the lady was asking me, how do you cope? You're still looking good? How do you cope with 5 kids alone and you still try to look good? And like, I just started talking, and I was telling her, look, I have to make myself look good. I don't have to go on self-pity. I have to find a way of adjusting to my situation. And when I was talking to the lady, I spoke for more than 20 minutes, telling her what I do, how I try to cope with the kids, how I try to uplift myself, how I try to encourage others. And guess what? The lady said to me, look, I don't really have much to tell you. You've said it all. You seem to know it all. You seem to know how to cope well. Why don't you just form a group and encourage other women? I'm not saying I'm 100% at it. I'm not saying it's a good thing to be a single parent, because sometimes life throws things at you, and like they say, if people throw stones at you, you should gather those stones and build a solid foundation out of it. If people turn against you or people want to pull you down, they can pull you down, but don't give them the chance of not getting up. You have to lift yourself up. I know it is difficult. Sometimes you have a lot of calls, you have a lot of works to do at home, you have a lot of bills, and then you feel, oh, the world is getting to an end. How are you going to cope? You feel like giving up. My friend, I'll tell you, stay in there, because the Lord that gave you those kids has a reason for giving you the kids. There are thousands of women out there who are praying to God to give them one. There are thousands of women out there who are looking for the fruit of the womb. I'm also using this medium to tell those who are looking up to the womb of fruit of the womb, that God will answer you. The God of Sarah will use this point, this moment I'm talking, to answer you, to answer all your prayers, because I know what it means when a woman is desperate for the fruit of the womb. And you know, the stigma attached to a woman that doesn't have kids in you know, back home where we came from, you know, even the fact that you are getting old and you don't have any kids can even wear you out. I've seen a lot of women who are looking so miserable, even though they have all the money in the world. Just the fact that they don't have kids, the thought alone can kill, it can frustrate. So back to the topic, women who are singularly taking care of their kids. I give you kudos. I want you to believe it's not the end of the world. The best thing you can do for yourself and for your kids is to keep staying strong. Have a positive attitude towards it. Don't look at societal opinion, especially when you are in the African community where people are labeled, or people who are single parents are being frowned upon. People have different reasons for being single, for being a single parent. We don't want to talk about it, but I just want to motivate people. I just want to encourage you. I don't know your reason why you are a single parent, or whatever situation you are in. I just want you to be strong. Be strong. Be strong for yourself. Be strong for your kids. Because if you have a kind of laid-back attitude towards it, and you keep looking up to getting one man there that will come and replace the kid's father, or you believe, oh, I'm not complete without a man. I don't know. I've seen situations whereby a woman decides to go for another relationship, especially if you live a relationship that is toxic. There's a kind of a pattern. The kind of men that you will meet might even end up to be a worst. You might even end up being a worst scenario, because there are some men out there that are praying for women who are vulnerable. They are looking for single parents. They are looking for women who have a lot of kids. Why? Is because they know these women need support. They know that these women, because of the environment we live in, the government kind of, maybe as a single parent, they support you. So there are some men, they call them gigolo. They are targeting such women. And I will tell you, be very careful, because they are not coming to your relationship to take care of your kids or to be with, to support you. They are just there because they want to milk you out. They want to abuse you. They want to manipulate you. So I will encourage ladies, be very careful of who you invite into, of which men you introduce your kids to, because there are a lot of men out there who are, you know, like, they are manipulators. They, you know, want to get into you. They want to, you know, they want to make you believe that because you're a single parent, they are kind of helping you out, or because they have anything to offer you. No, they are out there because they want to get something out of you. Is either maybe they are looking for residency in the country, or maybe they think you have extra change. You know, many of them, maybe they are touts from Africa. Many of them are stark illiterates. They are just looking for vulnerable women. They are looking for single parents who needs a kind of support that they can manipulate and use and abuse. I will not blame anybody that falls into that situation. I will not blame anybody. I'm not here to play a blame game, because, you know, if you've not been there, if you've not experienced it before, you start blaming people. I'm not here to blame people, but I'm just here to encourage people. I know there was a day I went for a meeting. It was organized by the community where I live in. They organized something to do with women who have been into abusive relationship. You know, it was a campaign against domestic violence. And when I look at all the women, you know, 70% of these women were really looking haggard. They were all looking worn out. And one reason why I believe many of them are looking worn out is because they are trying to be perfect. Sometimes you just have to take things easy. You are singularly doing it. Don't think you're going to have a perfect home. Don't think everything has to be improper. Sometimes just let go. Leave the laundry. Take care of yourself. Leave the housework. If you can get somebody to assist you, pay somebody to assist you in tidying up the house, you can do it. Or you wait until you know you are strong enough to do it. Because if you want to have a perfect life, you think you just want to have a perfect life, you are not going to get it. And if, you shouldn't be too hard on yourself, because if you are too hard on yourself, you're just going to look wrecked. You're going to wreck yourself. Yeah. So the best way is to take things easy. Take things easy. And believe, focus on yourself, love your kids. There's no other alternative than you loving yourself. It's not about being selfish. It's about being taking care of yourself. It's about taking care of your soul. You know, if you don't love yourself, don't believe any man is going to come and love you more than the way you're going to love yourself. Don't be dependent on relationship. Some women out there believe if they don't have a man in their life, they are not complete. I'll tell you there are other ways of enjoying your life. There are millions of ways. Make your friends, your daughter, your kids, let them be your best friend. If they are grown up, if you have teenagers, talk to them. Engage in sports activities with them. You know, because nobody is going to do it for you. We Nigerians, we Africans, we have so many things that is, you know, like please, friends, visit us on my blog spots, www.Glam Ladies Africa Blog Spots. There we feature African fashion, motivational talks, you know, encouraging talks, health tips. Bye, it's your girl again. See you next week. I still remain yours, Omoladun. Thank you. Bye.